What's up there, son, bro?
Oh.
Jamming out. Drinking some Bev.
I wonder what anime that's from.
It
That's
said
pretty cool.
quartet in a caption. I don't know if that's an anime, but it says quartet anime gif. The effect of punch dude and then it blows up like through his body and then slow down effect kind of and then into real time fly away is always great. It's always satisfying.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
those
like
things.
slow motion has been used for like so long now to highlight things, and yet it hasn't lost its appeal. It still looks cool.
Yeah.
And then yeah, and like you're saying, like slow down to specifically highlight one impressive moment and then go back to real time so that you get like the full weight of just how powerful that was.
Yeah.
You get the slowdown and you get to see like his smug face. Like I don't even know what is happening, but I'm really glad that dude's getting punched when it happens. And then obviously like the ground and all the cars and stuff exploding as well is very satisfying.
Hold on. Did you see the casual matchmaking stuff? The
No,
pictures?
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
It is wonderful. Here, I will post it in the Discord. What's our figure out where the hell screenshots are. View screenshots. Rocket League. I don't want to view an online session. I want to like view it on my disc. How do I view it on my disc? Pixel Buster. Give me 1 second here. Nope, that's... What video game is that? Oh. I'm like, what are these screenshots? Here you go.
It's the shitty watercolor.
Yeah, isn't this nice for April Fool's Day? Probably.
You know, I think I've seen that comic, so I guess someone like cut it up and added it to this. That's cool. This is 1v1 duels. Like, oh god,
Yeah.
no.
Just huddling over, holding his legs.
Yeah, because it was a comic shitting on people that like playing 1v1 because they're all like awful people and really toxic.
It says, "I like flippy cars and slugs in jars" underneath.
I like flippy cars and slugs in jars.
Isn't that nice? Is there anything else? Any other like? I don't
I
think
need to
so.
just like pull up that dude's Reddit account and check out all the stuff he's posted because he posts a lot more often than I actually see.
Yeah, they're okay. I follow him. There's some alright stuff he posts. There are a lot of like non-Rocket League related comics and stuff. Just like one panel things.
Mm.
So I got a big news today.
Uh-oh. Let's hear the big news. Are you pregnant?
No. My sister is probably getting a divorce.
Oh, jeez.
Like probably as in dude's getting probably served his papers pretty soon.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. They just left. So I was a little shocked, like, that it was happening, but then I was just like, yeah, but I don't doubt this for a minute. Because
Oh, I suck.
whenever I was around them or anything like that, they didn't seem like they didn't seem like they were affectionate towards each other or anything. Like it just didn't seem like there was much going on between them. You know what I mean?
That sucks.
And he's always like, just not doing shit. Like she would be like, yeah, go. Be like, yeah, I'm gonna go do these things that are like important and whatnot. You know, they're related to the house and or kid and or being an adult. You're here at home, like, can you? It's your day is to make dinner for us and kid. Can you do that for me? And he'd be like, yeah, sure. And then she'd get home, and there would be no dinner made, and the kid would be like hangry. She'd be like, what the fuck? Like, and that was just all the time.
That sucks. How is she doing? Is she okay? Obviously, it's not like okay, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, it's as okay as she can be, probably. You know, she tried to make it work and everything, but and she's like, and he just like drinks all the time,
Oh god.
and like she'll come home, like, and the kids, you know, potentially watching TV with dad, and he's got like 6 beers in him.
Oh fuck! Come on. That's. I don't think I could be with someone that drinks a lot. I just can't stand that.
Yeah. And he doesn't discipline the kid hardly. He doesn't want to like deal with it. So he's getting these like mixed signals from the parents. One parent who's like, I don't have booze.
That's what I was gonna take it from you, but I didn't want to ruin it.
But like, so he wouldn't discipline the kid, but the mom would. And
Yeah, and that sucks because then the kid is like, oh, I prefer dad because he doesn't punish me, but what he doesn't realize is that that's part of being raised. It's really not fair that the parent that's trying to do the raising.
I thought you were right.
I was going to get boost.
Left.
Well, a lot of times the parent that's doing their best to actually be a parent ends up looking like the bad guy in those situations.
Also, like, the kid's getting mixed signals on what he should and shouldn't be doing, you know?
Right.
Oh! I was trying to drop it. Guess I'll hit it now.
Yeah, they just kind of let you have that.
Guess it's my turn.
Oh god. I am not warmed up.
And the kid's too young to understand why parent wants to discipline kid for any reason, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like I didn't quite see the appeal in him at all.
The hell?
Just bounced off the side of me there. Oh.
That's a bummer, but it's fairly common, I guess. A lot of marriages ending in divorce.
Yeah. Wow, it's quiet. What's up, Meep? What's quiet?
I mean, so I played some Sekiro today,
Yeah.
and I watched a bit of other people playing it, like Northern Lion played some, and I realized that I was kind of taking the wrong strategical approach to combat, because I saw that if you use your sword to just guard an attack, oh, I'm so bad. You're dealt posture damage, but if you deflect it, which means you parry it, you deal them posture damage. So I was trying to deflect literally everything, and what I saw other people doing is that, like, if they were a little worried about it, they would just, you know, tank the hit. They were basically using their sword like it's a shield.
Yeah.
It's just like, if you're worried about the timing, if you're not sure, if you're worried at all, just deflect it, because if you hold that up, you, like, nothing can hit you except for those special attacks, which it gives you that big warning logo saying, like, hey, this is an attack you cannot block with your shield. You have to either jump out of the way or dodge out of the way of these attacks. So I started playing, like, more blocking and less trying to literally parry everything like I'm some kind of, like, I've already mastered the game. That's why it would take me 20 or 30 tries on a mini boss, because I was basically trying to be perfect with every fight. And I'm doing a lot better now. I actually beat, like, a main boss on my second try.
Oh, nice.
Not even a mini boss, so I was like, Jesus, I was clearly not playing it right. Okay, the game is still very challenging, but oh, come on, I'm finally getting good, and now you're telling me to get suck? But yeah, it's you know, it's a good enough game that you want to keep trying and eventually pull it off. Because it's really cool when you've got, like, an actual deflection and parrying and countering and dodging and sidestepping battle going on with another samurai. Feels very badass.
Yeah. Get suck. The double C.
And I'm also unlocking, like, a shitload of the prosthetic tools, and, like, each one has a fucking upgrade tree. Like, each prosthetic tool has an upgrade tree to go down. I was like, geez, there's a lot more to those than I realized.
There was a...
I am stuck again now. I've ran into something that I'm struggling to kill, but, you know, like I said, all in all, I'm doing better than I was previously, and that feels good. Having more fun with it now. Oh!
That's good, though. I still need to experience it, right? Like, I really want to play it.
Yeah, I think you'll like it.
It's I'll play it after Wind Waker randomized. That's on my list.
So, it's a lot of times where, like, they'll tell you, once you've aggroed, just, like, run away and hide and wait for stealth to, like, reset. And that's just not very interesting. Like, there's a lot of times where you have to do that, and it's kind of like, well, I don't want to, like, go run and hide and then wait for another 30 seconds. I just did that. I'd rather just keep trying, and then, you know, sometimes you get swarmed and be, shit.
hit it from that angle, dude.
What the hell?
Sir!
Oh my god. I was there too, but he like hit it behind me somehow. It's like the worst thing you could have done.
You should have been able to see that, like, I can't... The angle I'm at, you should take a shot or pass it.
Yeah, he could have scored it. He could have not touched it, and you would have scored it.
Yeah.
Or even if he got a bad hit that you couldn't hit, I was there. I could have managed it, but he hit it like launched it way behind us.
Yeah, he popped it. It was...
All the bosses are very
Oh, he's got it.
interesting. They all have like a neat kind of look to them and stuff. The NPCs are kind of bland. I'm not really like, I'm not liking the story or the NPCs or like the world building they're doing. Like the world itself looks really nice. I like that feudal Japan look. But I don't find the world interesting. It feels very much like a more accessible Dark Souls kind of game as far as like story and stuff, but like just not good. The combat, I don't know if I would say it's more accessible. The combat is still brutal as hell. It's a very, very interesting game. It's not at all what I would have expected from FromSoft. Oh, what a save.
I like the Japan aesthetic, but we'll see how
But like,
far that'll get.
there are times you would go into a area in Dark Souls like, oh wow, what is... Yeah, you can feel the history of the area when you're in there. Like, wow, this area is really cool, or you know, what happened to make this place so dilapidated and stuff. And I just never get that. I just kind of feel like this is a really pretty environment, but I don't really know or care much about the people in it or like the environment itself. It's just kind of nice to look at, but it's never. I'm never like interested in learning more about the environment I'm in from what they give me. And the whole thing about like you're supposed to be protecting this kid, it's like the prince or whatever, is just really kind of bland. I don't know, maybe there's a ton of lore that I'm missing that would make it more interesting, but like I didn't get the lore in Bloodborne, but I when I was looking, I was like, man, I bet it would be interesting if I knew it. Like there's a lot of cool stuff, but I didn't feel that way with this one.
I mildly thought that with Bloodborne, but after a while it got just kind of like, I don't know, it kind of wore on me, I guess. Or to a point where I was just like, man, I don't really care anymore.
Sure, but there are areas in Bloodborne. It's like, wow, this is kind of neat, or like, I get a sense of place when I'm here.
There was a couple. The big place with the brain, or not the brain, the like meat sacks that like talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
That one I cared about a little bit.
This one in Sekiro, it just kind of feels like I'm just being taken from. I'm just kind of like in a really pretty feudal Japan zone with like cherry blossoms and shit, and it's lovely. But I also don't really care about it as a place. It's a weird complaint, and obviously doesn't really affect like my enjoyment of the game. But
Yeah.
it really feels like the combat is the main thing they cared about with this game.
Wow.
And it shows because the combat's pretty incredible.
Boost. Nice.
I'm dead.
I tried to add on boost. How goes it, Meep? How's life? Oh! I was trying to hit it before goalie got back. I wanted to be a cool guy.
How's your Zero Suit loot
Oh!
coming along?
That corner fucked up my driving.
That was a crazy hit right there. I was gonna do some spray painting today, but it didn't end up happening. This week, it's very, very draining.
I did some Gundam today. But not actually Gundam. Full Metal Panic.
Oh, what a hit.
Whoa,
No,
whoa, whoa.
I didn't get the pinch at all.
Hit it again. Oh, I was trying to get a block on him.
Come on, teammate,
Oh.
come on.
I'm not gonna hit that.
Too much cut. Back to teammate.
Ah.
Ah.
Oop. Oh, nice. Oh. Hmm. Right after the break. Nice, I don't have boost. Get that. Teammate, go for it.
Go teammate. Ah! It keeps almost coming together. It keeps almost coming.
Oh no!
Oh, that was a clear and a half.
No. Just did some, just working on shading. Oh, nice. No, no. Oh, I got blocked.
Barry,
How you doing, Barry?
I'm very glad to see you.
You're not the mom. You're not my real mom, Barry. I just
So, I've been watching NL play Baba Is You,
yeah.
and he's like kind of bad at it. And there's this conspiracy theory amongst the comments that he plays it shitty so that you get frustrated and you want to go buy the game yourself.
Oh fuck.
To show to like you're just like, oh, I need to see it done correctly and more efficiently, so I'm gonna just buy it and do it myself. And ah! I'm your EMA. I can say that has actually worked on me before. There was a game where I was getting frustrated at watching him play it so poorly that I went and bought it myself. I can't remember what it was now. But I may not buy Baba Is You, but I am very interested in. Yeah, maybe like a humble sale or something. I'll eventually pick it up. I don't feel like an urge to play it right this second, but it is a really good game.
It looks like a lot of fun. It looks like it can get really complicated and then lots of fun solutions.
Oh my god, it gets so complicated. There's some that's like, oof.
I remember,
And it's got that programming kind of feel to it as well. Like,
yeah,
this thing is variable and it can be other variable, and it's just like, wow, holy shit.
I liked when what really opened my eyes was one of the I was watching Vine Sauce play it, and one of the levels he's just like, there's just a shit ton of walls all over this thing. He's like, and there's like a flag in the middle of them, and he's just like, oh man, what if I just do wall is you, and he does wall is you, and then all the walls just ka-choom, 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 start moving around. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's kind of my favorite level. Like I've never seen the wall is you again after that, and it really makes me sad because that was so cool. But there are a lot of really interesting things going on.
Sky Mom is your mom. That's true.
I was really hoping to see more wall is you solutions, where it's like even after becoming a wall, you still have to like manipulate the world. And maybe there are some because I'm only on like episode 5. Or just like changing lava is hot to lava is win. It's just like, oh man, it's so mind-bending to just be like, I'm gonna go into the thing that was killing me this whole time, and now I just win.
Yeah.
By touching it.
I think Vine Sauce had a couple extra like blank is you type moments.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna have. It's impossible not to. I just meant specifically the wall. I've never seen wall. He hasn't done like wall is you to be. A lot of times, wall is stop will just be blocked off, and you like can't interact with it.
Yeah.
Because they need to restrict you for the puzzle to work. Teammate is AFK. Ah!
Ah, fuck it.
He's moving.
I hit it, but he hit it too.
Thought I had more boost than that.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, messed up the jump.
I don't know what you were going for there, but oh boy, good. Thank you, teammate, for. I don't need touch.
It's actually got some decent music too. I'm listening to it at like 1.75 speed, but it's pretty good.
Oh, I grabbed the boost, goddamn. I didn't hear the music very well. It's still fighting. I don't know.
It looks like it was made by one dude, which is not surprising, but...
You wowing.
Oh! No, it didn't bounce where I thought it was gonna bounce.
Oh, fuck me.
It's funny because NL actually has some programming experience. But it's like he'll solve the really difficult part of a puzzle and then mess up on like the final step that's really easy.
Yeah.
Like there was one time where he basically had the solution solved. He just needed to go forward, through the wall and hit the flag to win, and then he would just be like, my brain is fried. I'm not sure what to do, and he would reset the whole puzzle. He did that twice in one puzzle, where he had two separate solutions that were both valid, and he ends up resetting it before just like completing.
There was a time where Vine Sauce, he was doing lots of crazy shit, and then, oh boy. Oh.
I didn't think you had it because you were oh boying. Oh, that's you.
Oh, that was a weak hit. What the fuck? And someone in his chat said, "Dude, you're overthinking it." And he's like, "Oh shit, that was good advice actually." And then he like does this one simple thing. He's like, "Boom, I got it."
I don't have it. working. Yeah, a lot of times he plays it on Twitch and then uploads the VOD to YouTube, but he didn't do that with this one. He doesn't like to stream puzzle games because obviously people will shout the correct answers or shit on him for not getting it right.
Yeah. You want to get it, Barry? It's good. Get it.
With party has been destroyed. Plus, just the pressure of like trying to do that live.
Yeah, people told Vine Sauce, they were like, yeah, you're gonna have to like not look at chat very much. He's like, I won't. Which I just always...
Oh, teammate! You had it.
I find that always really strange that there's people in chat that really feel like they need to solve it for the streamer for some reason, you know? Especially in a puzzle game.
Yeah. That is the gameplay. You're like taking the gameplay away from them.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you've got a smaller viewer base that you've got a relationship with, and you know.
And they understand.
Yeah, you can count on your viewers to be, at least the viewers that are already
Party was destroyed because of a connection error.
regulars. Spinning car wizard.
Maybe we'll win a game.
Let's party up.
Connection error. Even though we were in the same match, playing in the same game with no drops. Connection error. Look, I got a Gundam arm. It's not a Gundam though. Stop calling it a Gundam, idiot. Yeah, you heard me. Person. I've got pretty close to the end of JoJo Season 3. Or
yeah.
Part 3, I guess I should say. Season 2. They're now interacting with Dio. It's a gun arm. What's... No. Oh. No. It's not a gun arm. It's a full metal arm. With the subtext, infinite wisdom or some shit. Invisible victory. That doesn't sound good. You're a Gundam. I don't know if I should feel insulted. But, two of the characters died, and...
No! Spoilers.
I didn't really, like, care all that much.
That's not a good sign for a show to... It's supposed to have impact, and you're just like, okay, can we move on?
Yeah. It's not a show, though, to, like, tug at my heartstrings. What the hell? They drove away from the wall there. It's almost like Dragon Ball Z in a way, where, like, character dies in Dragon Ball Z, and you're like, nah. It's whatever. They'll be back.
How's it going, Ad Night?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? That's
Forget
very
about it. I'm very Ad Night to see you. Doesn't work as well as with Barry. Although I did say I'm very glad to see you, not I'm Barry to see you. I'm Ad Night glad to see you.
Dragon Ball Z. That was
How have I never heard Dragon Ball Z before?
Yeah, I don't think I've heard that.
Obvious joke.
I also hadn't heard that a private detective could be called, or just a detective in general, could be called a dick.
Have you ever heard that before?
No.
That's funny.
Or a private dick. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
Private Dick. It's short. It's short for Richard. Private Richard.
And Richard's short for detective.
Yeah, that's right.
You ought to do nice to see you on Twitch at night. Get it? I don't, actually.
You ask nicely.
What to say? Wow, wow.
Your Anglophones? Your Anglophones are weak. I feel bad about that. I don't know what that means, but I feel bad about it.
Verizon left the match. It's too bad.
Can you hear me now?
No, he can't because he left.
Cause he left.
What? He now works for Sprint.
Yeah, I don't trust a word that guy says. Traitor. I don't like.
And are you doing a play on me calling you a loyal Twitch viewer? Loyal Twitch viewer. I mentioned you in Captain stream the other day, but I don't think you were there or lurking or anything. They're mentioning something like your friends and they're like, oh, they're like, you play with your friends in Monster Hunter. And I was like, yeah, and also loyal Twitch viewer at night. So I let more than just my friends in there.
It's another word for English speaker. So you're saying my English speakers are weak?
Let me just do
Nicely done.
double. Oh yeah, no boost.
Yeah, I'm out of boost as well.
Oh, they got there.
It's coming back around. Oh, that was in, damn.
Anglophone. That just sounds like a bad word. Sounds like a slur.
Anglophone.
Oh, you like this song? It's a nice remix. It's by Chime, I think.
Whoops. I didn't mean to hit OK.
It's a phone is like a sound, right?
I've heard of phones before.
Yeah. I know they're archaic now. But like a phoneme.
I hate when people are like, I use my phone. Forget this. I make phone calls with it.
Yeah, I don't even do what you kids do with it. I don't like use it for convenience.
Like one of the greatest inventions of the modern era, and you're proud because you don't like use its other functions. Like,
Oh, I suck, but they suck too.
no one gives a shit. Doesn't make you better.
But you
That
kids.
that sounds to me like it was too complicated for you to learn its other functions, so you're just pretending like you don't care.
Yeah. But you kids
Pretending
use it for like text messaging or like music, but
Do you not know your own language? You know, I didn't realize that if you don't know every word of English, that you're not actually fluent. So I guess I'll have to change my resume. No longer fluent in English now. Although I did just learn that word, so maybe am I back to being fluent again?
I mean, we it's just not, it's just not common, Barry. We don't go around being like, "Hey, you speak Anglophone, right?"
You speak Anglophone. Fluent in vernacular English.
There's also, I was I was trying to learn Japanese for a long time. I'm still kind of trying to learn some words here and there, but boy, is it hard to keep up with. But one time I said to a Japanese person, I said the word tensai, and they were like, "Oh, you tensai, huh?" I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "You like I don't hear that word very often. Why do like that's interesting." Like it was some fancy word or something that I had used. I hear it in anime a little bit. I didn't learn it from anime. I learned it from a.
Nani?
My mouse is just vibrating with the universe. Stop it. What I get for putting it on my bed.
Your bed vibrates?
I guess.
Man, that sounds kind of hot.
Maybe if I blow on it and get some spit in it, it'll. So. It's a. The tensai means genius, by the way, if you guys are, you know.
Only posh Japanese people.
Japanese home with a water fountain. What do you mean the Japanese home with a water fountain? What does that mean?
I guess rich people are more likely to have like a water fountain.
Oh, I didn't know if that was like a specific like Japanese kind of trope.
Like one of those like bamboo ones that
Oh.
go ting
Oh
every few
yeah,
seconds.
yeah. Maybe
I
that's
don't
the
know
one.
what those are called.
Those ones are cool. I always wanted one of
I'm not fluent in Japanese, so I don't know what the word for that is.
those. Yeah, and that's exactly talking about that. All right.
Oh, the fountain with the bamboo! Hell yeah!
Oh, I thought I had a block, but I didn't have a block.
I messed that up. Oh, going to work. That sucks.
I'll
I'll
do that,
have to do that
at night.
till-
That's
Like 7:30 tomorrow.
all right at night. Have fun at work, man. If you don't.
Yeah, survive the work day.
Oh,
Ciao mayo.
hope you get some money. No, it's Xiao Mayo.
Ciao mayo meeple.
Meepo. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging
Have a good ad night.
out. I don't get it.
Figures- Looks like Angel might be popping in chat pretty soon. Or she might just play some Dark Souls.
Oh shit though. Oh, I didn't know he was there.
Son of a bitch! I didn't know there was a guy down
I looked up tips on Behemoth. And basically, you got one guy drawing aggro, and you could have one guy doing wide range shit, and then another guy doing deeps, and that's all you really need.
Well, my default build already has the wide range, but I do want to be the aggro guy. Like the red laser. There's like a red laser or something that shows you who he's aggroed to, isn't there?
Yeah, it also
Because
tells you.
it's like a Final Fantasy boss.
Yeah, it also just literally tells you.
Okay.
It says this person has enmity.
So I may not need the Challenger Mantle to do that then. Now that I know the Challenger Mantle wears off the first time you get hit.
You also have to like hit his head a whole bunch to gain the aggro, basically.
Well, I'll try anyways. Because as a lance, I can spend my time doing the counters and even just poking from behind my shield while you guys get your damage in.
Oh no, that's not good. God damn it.
And we're just about guaranteed to struggle with it at first, but you know, it's could be a fun time anyways.
Yeah. He like announces all of his attacks and
Yeah, I've seen that. It shows on the side, like. I'm sure the big meteor is gonna get us a couple times before we realize like how to be ready for it.
it's actually real easy looking at it. As long as there's
I mean, you get behind one of the things, but like you got to be careful that he doesn't destroy too many of them. If you don't think we're gonna get caught by a few of those.
yeah, I think we're gonna just. I'm just saying, like, it's an easy thing to avoid. Luckily,
That's why it does so much damage. It's kind of like a huge punishment thing.
which in the clips I saw like 2 people died to this. It's like, what the fuck? What was wrong? Like, were you just stunned? Like,
Yeah, I mean, who knows? They're like trying to put their weapons away or whatever.
he said you can't even go back to camp. If
Yeah,
you're
I don't even think you can use a Farcaster once he does it.
You can, but you don't.
Oh, okay.
But you go back to camp and you'll die at camp.
Oh, nice.
So you. What are we playing after Rock? We're playing some Monster Hunter.
I thought I remember people doing like gestures to prevent the damage somehow.
Yeah, there's one gesture that teleports you up into the air.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
it's the timing. The timing of it's very specific.
How do you even get that gesture?
Uh,
Probably by beating Behemoth.
I think fighting or beating Behemoth.
That was good of me to pass it out to the center like that. Go ahead and give him another goal. Yeah, we use WAP a lot, but I don't think we ever added it as lore.
Mifa was should I say miffed or meefed
Meefed? Mifa was meefed.
last night because I didn't have titties in my quotes. My controller disconnected. That was a perfect time for it.
We
But
don't
that-
have a quote with titties?
But now we do, because I said titties, and I said Mifa. I was like, I don't even like. I said I don't usually say titties very much, let alone give it the D. Or
Yeah,
something
usually
like
don't
that.
give it the D either.
And
The,
then,
the double D.
and then they quoted that.
Hmm.
Let's see, something like that. I don't know exactly, but you know, it was that. There's. I wonder what lore we would have to add for wapping. Define wapping.
Maybe just use it in a quote at some point. That was early days of Mifa with Samus.
That was
The
back when
Samus game.
back when she still liked dick. You can tell. That's the lore. She's like, I never fucking liked dick. You take that back.
Well, we're using yourself as a character witness here.
What a dumb hit. What a dumb hit.
Enjoy your food, Mary. It just mind flooded him.
Look at how meefed she is. She's meefed.
Oh, she's super meefed right now. Super meefed off.
Go get some food, Barry. Enjoy your bird. You could tell she... Oh, I touched it. Commands. She's searching for something to retaliate. We'll give him something.
What?
Dunk.
Yeah, good quotes are eternal.
I'd say all the quotes before, from 32 and before are accurate. Wow.
Man, he jumped so early, and I saw the goalie coming out. Look how calmly I'm just... Boop.
Angel up! Angel, you want to find a behemoth today? We know how to do it. We found the secret.
Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! God. Every moment that man talks in that show is a joy. His voice is great. Every once in a while he gives you a treat of some...
Woo! Taking it to this team.
A nice... He gives us a nice English word. Sorry, Mifa. I only like dick when it's attached to a lady. Oh no! Ugh. Get in there. Get in there.
Man, we've really got their number right now. I don't know. Did I affect the goalies? Probably not. They were driving on the back wall. They were so messed up.
You might like dick if it's attached to a lady, you know. Look up that Futanari. See if you're into that shit.
Yeah, you attached pretty much anything to a cute anime girl, and I'll probably be cool with it.
I'll probably stick it in my mouth. Except for a foot. Off limits. The worst thing you could ever do. Like, I'm willing to touch a human foot if they, like, if I'm, you know, if I'm dating them and they recently washed it, and that's fine. But, man, I don't think I'm ever willing to stick it in my mouth.
Killed each other.
Oh my god! That was my, oh my god, that extreme reaction to your paragraph, Angel. I don't know why it needed that extreme of a thing. Ah, words! Ugh! Oh, that was a good ceiling shot thing.
Oh no, Angel, this is very sad. Angel, you make me sad.
This song's real good. I've read some of it. Angel. Ooh.
This guy just like, we're losing anyways, we might as well go for demos.
I guess. Someone just dumped her.
How many times are you gonna not demo me when I'm in goal before you just give up?
Yeah, that sucks. So wait, you just where'd you find the pit bull? He bumped me a couple times. He got it.
This team can't do anything right. Oh man, everything's going against them.
Their name is Oops. That's their team name.
That is pretty good.
Or their tag or whatever. They're the
Their club name.
Jubble Dump FC.
FC Football Club.
Oh, this part of the song is great. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, it's so groovy. Someone else found her, and roommate brought her here. Interesting. Why dump dog though? Like, speaking of like dogs, this isn't gonna sound necessarily the best, but in JoJo, there's a lot of dog death. There's just a lot of dogs that are dying, and every single
How
time.
can you say dog death like that's it's like a common expression? How much dog death is in that piece of media?
There's like, you just watch. You're like, why though? Like,
That feels like a really manipulative shortcut because a lot of people get more emotionally upset about dogs dying than they do about humans dying. It seems like a really easy way to kind of shortcut people's emotions and get them sad.
But it's not even like you don't even
see.
grow an attachment to the dogs either. It's just kind of like, yeah, that dog got a gigantic icicle through its head. So,
What the fuck? An icicle?
well, yeah, people have powers and shit, right? So, and there's a guy just like, team, where were you going? You like came to
Yeah.
life, but
So, something I was actually thinking about when I saw your announcement, Gib, is how cool it is that anime largely is can be very like R-rated.
oh yeah,
Like you get your Western media. A lot of it is trying to be PG-13 because that's the sweet spot of like we can get people of any age into the movie theater at PG-13, but also
Oh.
have our violence. And anime is just largely not like that. They will go as dark and as bloody as they want. It's really nice.
yeah. They have like more of a tolerance for it, for ages, for all ages almost. Something you missed.
Like
Try-
that dude's head was fucking toast at the end of that gif.
Yeah,
His whole body, really,
but like they didn't
just-
they didn't show the toasted nature of it though.
sure.
There's a little bit of that, but like
But,
with the
but also with animation, like you get that kind of
fuck.
that like stretchy, bouncy kind of like you can really feel the impact of that because of the
Yeah.
way it deforms his head. And that kind of stuff can be a lot more expensive to do if you got to do it in like CGI or whatever. It's just another one of the perks of animation. Okay, well, that happened.
In JoJo though, it's not they show everything. They show the dog die.
Bye, teammate. Some anime is like actually over the top, where you're like, God, you're trying to make me feel sick. I can tell.
That's almost like JoJo, I think. Graphic and gory for those particular scenes.
Oh! Show me Bobs.
But they also have people dying
Okay,
in that way
that's
too.
all the time I've got.
Yeah.
I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah, there was.
Nice.
Thanks, Reggie. By the way, thanks. Oh, what's RNG?
What's RNG mean? I don't know why, but I saw "Show me Bobs" in all caps, and like immediately thinking of like a robot that's just a huge perv, but doesn't like communicate his emotions very well. It's not like emotionally articulate. It's just like "Show me Bobs." Talk on my robot dick.
I'm trying to think of RNG.
Hey there, sexy lady.
I'm trying to like make it so it's like associated with demos or something. I'm trying to think like reckless. I don't know.
He has to be a noun. What a little tap.
Oh, especially because he's a demo man. He's got Demolition Demon and he has a skull, like a Punisher skull.
God.
Nice. Can we think of a like RNG thing that has to do with demoing people or something?
Really nutty goals.
I don't think that has to do with demos.
No, it doesn't. It was just it fit the RNG thing.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, wanna see my hard disk?
Hello, baby. Would you like to see my hard disk? My hard disk? My hard disk?
Windows has stopped responding.
Oh no, I am ejecting my flash drive.
Come on, teammate. Want some more RAM?
Dunked. Teammate's gonna leave. I'm just gonna put. It's a turny thing. I can't wait for somebody else to call me out.
Would you tell that one guy that like, you had the most pinch goals?
Yeah, the most pinch goals.
That was great.
It's from Mumble.
Oh, there it is. You asked for a call out.
She. Why'd I put she? Shh, don't tell him. After the fact.
I was just gonna say like it was a rumble tourney. Just like incorporate the real answer. Oh, that was a save. That was a save.
That was so weird. I was like, I need to stop right here. I'm gonna do a backflip. Oh, he bopped it out.
God, we could have had these guys.
Oh.
We might have these guys.
Oh!
Teammate!
Yeah! This is great. It's a great day.
did it all by himself, too. What an absolute collapse.
Wow.
No way to take the shot, sir. I'll take the shot. I took the shot.
Oh, if I had gotten to that. Could you imagine winning with 6 seconds left, down a goal, winning in regulation?
I thought you were just going to stop it right there. Can you imagine winning? Oh boy. Nope, dead. You're dead. We're all dead.
Dead.
I don't know what teammate just did, if I'm going to be quite honest. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that... Alright. Probably didn't need to go all the way in the net there, but...
Well, we wouldn't have been in overtime without him, so
Yeah.
hard to get too upset. Like, things clearly turned around after he got there. So he was a net positive overall.
Stay, teammate. We'll kick their ass.
Guy's got bad ping. That dude doing all the work.
Oh, Mifa, do you know who this is? It's Hatsune Miku. Do you know who that is?
So I told you how my
She's doing polka.
my favorite gaming podcast stopped doing podcasts. That was like months ago.
Yeah.
That was really. It was like right before like your best friends guys quit as well. It was very
Yeah.
sad. Well, there was one podcast from them that I hadn't listened to. It was an interview with Team Cherry, where they said they were going to go into heavy spoiler talk. So I just left it on my phone, waiting until I actually finished the goddamn game. So I finally listened to that and had some really cool information. But yeah, it was kind of sad because now it's like officially over. Like now it was kind of like I still had that one podcast left. It wasn't quite gone yet.
Yeah.
It was very bittersweet to hear them say, "We'll see you next week." I was like, "No."
Yeah. I don't. After the best friends split up, man, I only watch Liam now out of the four, and he left before the bigger split. And like Pat and Wooly and stuff, they still play games. They and Matt, they all have their channels, but man, I have no interest in watching that shit. I don't know.
It's the same thing with me. There's only the one guy that I was already a fan of him, but I really liked the other 3 guys, but not enough to like go watch their channels now. I really liked their opinions and I liked hearing from them, but not enough that I'm going to watch the videos they put out every day. It was really just I wanted to hear their opinion on like gaming news and stuff like that, which really sucks.
Yeah. And they've got some good stuff because like Matt, he's like that where he doesn't have a gaming news, but he has like game. Yeah, I don't know. They know a lot about the industry, right? They used to do. 3 of them used to be in video game testing. So, raising nuclear gang. Jesus.
Radioactive nuclear gang? We have to keep the gank, obviously.
Don't know why that guy drove into the net either. I guess that's a fun thing to do. He just went for a trip. He just went to go have fun.
Hey, you added Angel's poem about John Twitch, didn't you? Which one is that?
Lord.
I guess just lore F Twitch.
Probably John.
John, yeah. Yeah, this game's clearly going a lot better with this teammate.
Yeah. And them showing up as being a part of our team. That's nice of them.
What?
Their team. scoring that last goal for us.
Oh yeah. That was Angel that scored that. Thank you very much.
It's true. I really need to get a counter going, like better counters.
It was really sad hearing their outro music for the last time.
Oh no, they killed teammate in that.
And they would always do like this fun little trivia game at the end of every. Oh, I was gonna save that. They used to do this thing where like the guy Nick would go get a game off of his shelf because he had like just has a huge bookshelf of weird games, and he would grab one and he would give them details. He'd be like, okay, it came out on Xbox 360 in year 2013. It was published by so and so. It was like an action RPG where you had like spells or whatever, and they would have to try to guess the game. That was kind of a fun little way to end every episode. Ah. So he used to work at GameStop, so he would just like randomly take those like really weird, especially Japanese games, when they would just sit there in the bargain basement clearance bin for a month. He would just buy one and bring it home, and he'd still have it sealed.
Coming back.
Sometimes they were like worth decent money too. They would look it up and like, that game's worth like $50 on eBay now.
This is my Metroid Prime trilogy. Physical edition was like $85 for the longest time. Then they released it digitally, and then it went down.
Yeah, that'll kill it.
But it's still kind of a collector's item because it was very limited. Oh!
Oh, what a shot. He hit fucking crossbar and post after doing a backflip.
Whoa!
Another overtime game with these guys. I'm gonna go for the goalie. No, he's coming out.
Oh, I fucked the guy too!
Oh, man.
Oh, I fucked him. Well, look at this. Oh, you probably can't see it, but I got underneath his car and he
Got an angle.
spun.
See if we do best out of 3.
That was best out of 3, really. We've done these guys 3 times in a row. I don't really feel like doing them again. That's not my way. I don't do guys 4 times in a row.
After you. Yeah, after you. I fucked that guy, but no, not a 4th time.
Oh, 20 more views, then I'll have quadruple 7 views. What? Yeah. Oh, my shoulder's a little sore. Or like my, whatever this is.
I wasn't ready, but it doesn't matter because he scored before I got there anyways.
Whatever this muscle is right here, this one. The shitty one.
Elijah threw out his arm playing baseball. He's got it. He had to get like some muscle relaxers from the doctor, and he's wearing a sling.
So you shouldn't play baseball, kids. It's dangerous.
Yeah. It's dangerously boring to your mental capacity.
It is. Oh, he hit it behind me. Oh, Lizzie. He's got it. There you go, Lizzie. Okay. Jabba the Nut. Ooh, nice.
That's a good name.
Ah, I can't reach it. Fuck.
I saw one that was Thomas the Wank Engine.
Oh, nice.
And then, like, obviously, his face. Just, like, smiling. Because it was a guy streaming Hollow Knight, and he opened up his Steam page so that everyone could see his Steam name, and so he just started getting a shitload of friend requests on Steam. He's like, "Come on, guys, please stop." And he just kept seeing the notification pop up in the bottom right, and then one of them was Thomas the Wank Engine. He's like, "Okay, that one's pretty good."
No, Lizzie.
He went from like, "Jesus Christ, guys, please stop," to like, "All right, that one. I gotta give you that one."
Thomas the Wank Engine's pretty good. Damn it!
That was almost incredible.
Boss, you killed a child. Amazing.
Say
Mission
child?
complete. That right there is why you're the best.
Boss, you killed a child. I still need to edit that to be slightly better.
I like the Suffer one a lot. I randomly, like, that pops into my head whenever something really shitty happens to me. I'm just like, oh. What a pass!
I don't have this.
Well, you don't see that car very much, that Formula 1 car.
Animus. He's got a really nuked, crusty Jabba the Hutt. I left. I said, fuck him. Oh, maybe I could do some live editing. Oh, it's probably not. I probably can't. Actually, it's probably being used by another program, so it's going to be like, no.
He knows when you go pee. Such like a childlike way of saying that.
Yeah.
Really funny. He knows when you go pee. Exactly the kind of thing you would hear kids talking about with Santa. He knows when you're asleep or when you're awake. Even when I go to pee. It's kind of creepy. Like, the whole thing is, it's kind of messed up.
Even
Spoiler
when my
alert for anyone here who's still a kid.
Even when my wee wee's out.
Alright, we didn't have to make it that weird. This is just kind of like a crazy thing that we all collectively decide to lie to our children like that. We've all just agreed that this one lie is
Oh my
Kinda
god, it was
fun.
so fast.
yeah, you know. He knows when you take a piss. it works for the rhyme and everything. Honestly, it's kind of funnier.
Plus PRB, right? That's we
Yeah.
say P all the time. It's the childlike way of saying the letter P as well. L-O-Men-O piss.
Oh,
Oh, bopped it right into it. What did we learn about Behemoth? What his attacks are? So he's like some like chlamydia attack or something like that, and it does tornadoes.
it does look like chlamydia.
And
Not that I know what chlamydia looks like.
yeah, it looks like a tornado.
It's just pull your pants down. It's fucking raging tornado. That's actually a point a lot of people bring up, is that if you lie to your kids about Santa, then when you tell them, it's going to erode their faith in God as well.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, well, what else have they lied to me about?
the first source of religious doubt.
Yeah. Like, you know, they tell you you can be anything, or that you're going to grow up and be happy. It's like, when does the lying stop?
Yeah. Oh, you're a handsome little man.
Oh, God. It's like, why? Why did you say that? Went to bump the goalie and bumped teammate instead. Teammate and I were just... Oh, man, we were locked together. Look at that. And you're just in the background scoring.
You're gonna grow up
Yeah.
depressed. You're gonna have anxiety. You're gonna have all these mental health problems. It'll be great. No.
You see, adults know what they're doing. They're completely in charge of their lives, and they have everything figured out. Obviously, that's not something they say, but it's one of those things that, like,
Oh.
it feels like they're like everyone understands the world. And you grow up and realize a lot of people are winging it, like the majority of people.
But seriously, on Behemoth, the attack, I don't know what it's called, but you'll see it. It kind of looks like chlamydia, the word.
Yeah.
And it's got tornadoes, and you can stop him from doing it by flashing him.
Yeah, it seems like everyone says save your flashes for that particular attack.
Yeah, that one. See, look, it looks exactly like chlamydia.
No. It looks like chlamydia. Not that's actually how you spell chlamydia, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. You gotta flash your titties at the chlamydia. Then he's got meteor, which will just send one meteor down. Or there's also multiples that it can send down. Just like if the person has aggro on them, which is called enmity, then they could just like either run away or block it.
Oh, you know what would be cool is if they had Behemoth and Hollow Knight, it would be like an actual moth. Behemoth.
Yeah.
Ah.
If you hit his head a lot, you get aggro. So the tank shieldman is gonna hit his head, that's gonna be Sunbro. I assume, Angel, that you're gonna be the wide range person with like life powders and heals and buffs and shit, because I'm not good at that. I don't have.
I
that
wonder
shit.
if Hunting Horn would be a good option.
I don't know.
I don't know. really how the fight's gonna play out. Obviously, it's gonna be challenging our first time, so we gotta get the hang of it.
I'll be deeps, or just the guy who's gonna go and attack.
What are you thinking? Like switch axe?
Probably not. Probably bow. They say, because my bow is my highest deeps weapon.
Mm-hmm.
They did say that he's 2-star to every ailment.
Hmm.
You can get quite a few mounts on him.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good to know.
I heard people said that they got like 5 mounts or some shit.
Damn. That's another thing the lance can be good at is getting mount damage even when there's nothing around. Hey, I think it's in the Elder Recess, so that's like we know that area really well.
Yeah. Drop the rocks on him, but we know that.
Oh yeah.
So if you're aggroed, if you have the enmity, guide him to the rock, and then some guy can shoot the rock. Try to cut off his tail right away. That's from what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
They said in the first area they were able to cut off the tail pretty consistently. And then he tries to do these tail swipes with a really tiny nub, and it's hilarious. There is... Try to not have him get near the comets that he sends down with like attacks and stuff, so he doesn't blow them up, so you can...
Because you need them as protection when he calls down the big one.
Yeah, and the which is called like... What is it called? Like super meteor or something? I don't know. Something
I looked
meteor.
this shit up a while ago, so it's been a while now.
It's called something meteor, and there'll be like a really glowy red zone, and that's where the meteor's going to come down in. So then you just got to put the ecliptic meteor. Yeah, that's it. So you just got to put yourself put a comet in between yourself and the red circle, and it'll be fine. So quick sheath might be good for that too.
Oh yeah.
He's still very, very tough, so like
Eat for defense.
eat for defense. Probably have
Armor skins.
armor skins.
I've got the armor skins, so I'll do that.
Some defense stuff. Charms or whatever. Maybe, depending on your build, or jewels. Oh, I just passed it right to him.
Oh, if they didn't have a guy back, that would have been a goal.
What else? He is 3-star to dragon. 2-star to water and ice, I believe. Oh! No!
We've tackled,
Fuck, I
we've
tried to...
tackled Kushala. We've done Tempered Kushala now. We've done Arc Tempered Lunastra. The only thing we actually haven't gone back to fight again is Tempered Bagel.
Yeah. Doesn't he have 2 types? I know. Yeah, he's got a lightning attack.
Really?
And he has fire. So the lightning attack, he like sprays out some lightning and like kind of in this like in these lines, and then he also like has lightning zap down from the sky in like in a certain pattern. I couldn't describe to you the pattern.
His claws inflict bleed. That sucks. We're gonna need a Stera Jerky. Jeez, you realize the last time we did Tempered Bagel was with Justin?
Yeah. I think so. Captain took on the double tempered bagel.
Well, I don't think they're tempered. They're double high rank, you mean?
No, the double tempered one.
Really?
Yeah, not by himself.
Still though, that's...
He said he got
Something.
carried. but he's at hunter rank 35 now.
Oh my god. Why we really should have done a tempered bagel by now. Nicely done.
Got him. Read him like a damn fiddle.
Yeah, what a bab. I'm probably like 135 by now.
You're
Getting
like
close.
You're like 170 or something, bro.
I am? Holy shit.
I forget. You're like 160, 150. I'm 130. Well, the one guy's not moving. He's raging. He's sending messages. He's thumb thugging.
We had some good games tonight. Oh, we lost connection. Part of it is just he shows up in so many fights that you never. It's like I feel like I've fought him a bunch already, or like been annoyed by him so much.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Already.
I don't want to be around him.
Yeah, I don't want to do like a whole hunt just for him.
We're gonna do a hunt for him and then be like, oh god, where's my poop? And we're gonna just shoot poop at him, just
Yeah.
instinctually.
Another bagel shows up to annoy your hunt. A separate one.
Just all bagels.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of screwed up by passing that front goal.
Oh, so here's another fun story of today. Ah!
Oh, I sad flipped.
I went to a local restaurant, right? One I've been to many times, and
McDonald's.
no, it was an Asian restaurant. Good food, good portions, cheap. And we so we sat down at like 12:15, ordered food, and the waiter was like really weird. Like he stood probably an extra 1 to 2 feet away from the table for some reason. Like normally, you know, they keep kind of like a 1 foot distance or so. But he was like kind of far away, and he seemed like really shy or just awkward. I don't know. And so we order. We're like, I think we're you know, we did drink and food at the same time because we knew what we wanted. And
Right.
then he takes all that down. He's like, all right, I'll get that out here. And then he kind of turns around and then turns back. He's like, oh, those meals come with soups. What kind of soups do you want? We're like, oh, all right. Like, they normally do, but it was weird that like he forgot or something.
Mm-hmm.
So then he brings us our beverages, and we sit there for 45 minutes
Oh god.
while everyone else that had ordered or that had came in after us and ordered after us had gotten their meals by then, their soup and their meals. And we're like, we asked somebody, can you like check up on our meals? And they were like, yeah, like it's been quite a while. Then the one person that we asked, which wasn't our waiter, they grabbed the waiter guy, and then he kind of walked up to our table a little bit, then grabbed his notes that he wrote down his stuff in, and like started sifting through it, and then just walked away, and then sat at the computer for the next 5 minutes.
Maybe you guys smell really bad. Just to be close to you.
Oh, yeah, probably that's it. And so we just left. We were like, we're not. Like they didn't even check. They didn't even check up on us to see like, oh, we're gonna look into what's going on or anything. The guy walked up, looked awkward, walked away, and then sat at the computer for a little bit.
That's weird.
No communication. They didn't check up on us once during the entire 45 minutes of us sitting there. Not like your food's almost ready or not. And this place is really quick bringing out food. Like they're like a 15-minute kind of place where you like order something and bam, it's just out.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just fucking left.
Yeah. Fuck that.
And we went across the street to Taco Bell. But I was really looking forward to Asian food because that's what I was in the mood for.
Ugh, doesn't that suck when you're like, when you've already set your mind that like this is what we're getting,
Yeah.
and then something happens and you're just like, and I guess this is fine, but I was prepared for this kind of meal.
Yeah. Like I've been
I haven't-
craving Asian all week.
Mm.
Oh, he missed! Oh, he missed! Oh, he missed!
What a mess. There was one time where we got our food and they didn't bring silverware, and it was like 10 minutes go by. I was like, we still don't have silverware though. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get right on that. It was like 30 minutes before we had fucking silverware to eat the food that we ordered.
What the fuck?
Just like trying to like pick and eat stuff that we can with our hands. Like, dude, what the hell?
Like, I understand that people make mistakes and shit, but Jesus Christ, like, not bringing, not at all bringing our meal for 45 minutes.
And the no communication is another part of it as well. Like, you
Yeah.
should've been apologizing and like getting back there and talking to the chef or whatever. Like, waiters get a lot of blame for shit that's not their fault, I would know. But that definitely is something the waiter could have communicated better with.
Yeah.
Oh, bye me fa.
Bye, me. Love ya. I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out.
Great night.
Good doodle.
A noodle. I hit teammate into that save.
Nice. And yeah, the thing is like, as a waiter too, maybe you should like see that the table that you put, like
I love you.
he should have like seen that our table. Oh, all these other people that had come in after us, like including the couple parties of 7 and like all these other things that they got their meals. Like, and so why haven't we yet? You know, he should have been like, what the fuck? And also notice that we didn't get our soup. The thing that, like, they can bring out literally right away. Because they just have a vat of it back there that they made at the, like, the beginning of the day or whatever. Or, like, a couple hours ago. Oh.
Yeah, you kind of helped push me into it.
I thought I
I
hit
got
it.
between you and the ball.
It felt like I hit it.
I snuck my way in.
So yeah, that was pretty fucked. So I went on to Google and I was like, I'm gonna give them a bad review. And then I looked and I had a good review down. I'm like, time to edit my old review.
Oh, god damn it.
So I put an edit. I put edit. Well, I went here a lot, and normally they're fine, but this is what happened.
Yeah, it's probably, yeah, those reviews can be killer for a restaurant.
Yeah.
That's probably something my mom would have just kind of like talked to the manager and then left.
Yeah, my mom said that she was gonna call to talk to the manager, but I did.
Teammate, go.
I did. Oh,
Teammate,
what the fuck, dude? What? Why'd you want to catch it? Just hit it. You could just hit it really far. It would have been harder for them to score.
It's so much time to just drive and put power on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something really cool right now. Oh shit, we only had one goal. We were right in front of the net, and I just popped it in front of our net because I couldn't do my cool thing. Oh, I thought Herbs had it. Herbals. Yeah, I did keep my old review saying that, hey, it's good shit.
Yeah.
And then put an
just
edit.
Kind of like make an edit that we got really bad service this one time.
And I wrote edit. And I put that, yeah, I've gotten lots of good service. A lot.
Because if I see your review and it says good food, usually good service, except there was this one time, I'll be like, okay, well, it's not that like he found a rat or a cockroach in his food. It's just like one time they were having some problems, so it might still be worth checking out. It sounds like everyone else was getting good service, not
Yeah.
you. Again, because you smell bad.
Did I change? I changed the stars. Yeah, I don't remember what. I think I gave him like 3 out of 5. I had like 5 out of 5. Because like that is an extreme difference of like, man, this place has gone great to literally didn't get served food.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's one of the things you expect from a restaurant. You know, I almost never leave reviews for anything because I'm too lazy, or I don't think that like my opinion matters that much. But like looking at reviews is one of the first things I do before buying anything like important. So shout out to the people that take the time to write reviews, and not to the people that are shitty at it.
Yeah.
Like I got it, and it turns out I can't use this size. I was like, well, you ordered the wrong thing. Why are you giving it 1 star? Those people can fuck right off, but in general, it is.
I didn't expect that guy to hit it, by the way, when he slid down the wall into the ball. But yeah, people that give the shittiest reviews, like, just that don't help on anything. I wanted to get this product, but it doesn't do these things. It's like, well, yeah, that's not what it's designed for.
Yeah, they don't advertise that it does that. Why is it so big still? Man, that was the early days of clothing. You know, a tattoo or like piercing place, you only get one chance. If you fucked up something that's like fairly permanent on me, I'm not giving you another shot.
Yeah.
I'm not going back.
So wait, that same place did it bad for all the rest of the shit too? I didn't know they did it bad for all those things.
Oh, that was classy. And then he gets the credit anyways.
I hit it with my ass on purpose too.
That was a nice hit there.
But yeah, I didn't know that because I was there for when you got that industrial, because I too got an industrial from the same place, and they didn't fuck mine up. Oh, a lot of people just. Oh. You found out that when you had the previous two, it was essentially a completely different shop.
Alright, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh.
If it's different people, then yeah.
Yeah. Though when I got my tattoo at that shop, and I told the guy, like, I want this design, he's like, no, I got you. Here, I have an idea. I'll show you how cool it is. I said, I want a dragon, a tribal dragon going around my arm that's, like, about to bite its tail. The Ouroboros stuff. But I want it to be tribal. I want it to kind of look like this. I showed him my shitty tribal art when I had no idea how to do tribal art, because I got a little bit better at it. And then he instead of drawing a tribal dragon, he drew this like Puff the Magic Dragon looking thing that wasn't an armband. It was a figure 8 to be like to go on my shoulder instead. And he was just nibbling on his tail, not about to bite tail, but in fact currently biting tail. So literally, like, the only thing he got right was the fact that it was a dragon and he was doing something with tail.
You know, if you miss little details about my description, that makes me wonder what other little details are you not considering?
Yeah. So I told the guy, I was like, I need something that looks more fierce. That doesn't look fierce. And so he got kind of pissed and then went out to have a smoke.
Wow.
And so then another guy grabbed it, and mind you, this guy took 50 minutes to draw this thing. 50 minutes to draw it. And it wasn't tribal though. That's the thing. Is like if it was tribal, it wouldn't have taken him as long. And then 15 the new guy that grabbed it 15 minutes later, he produced something. I was like, "Fuck yeah, put that on my arm, please."
Mhm. Yeah, God, the idea of having someone do that shit, and I would need to have some serious trust in them. And like getting pissy because I asked you to fulfill what I already asked you to do.
Yeah.
You're getting pissy at me because
You're. I understand you want to take some creative liberties with like being an artist and stuff, but like I asked you for a specific like thing,
yeah.
and you didn't use your creative liberties within those bounds.
Like if you take creative liberties, usually you come at the approach of like, hey, I thought this would look good. I wanted to get your thoughts on it. Like if you don't like it, I understand because it's not what you asked for. But I wanted to take a chance. You don't get pissy when they're like, hey, you didn't design what I wanted. Again,
Yeah,
it's a fucking tattoo. It's not even like a haircut, you know, that shit'll grow out eventually.
And I didn't go into the shop going, I don't know, maybe I want this other thing. It was nice that my second tattoo, I went in and I was just like, here is the thing I want you to put on my body already in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is the drawing. I made it myself. He's like, well, we're gonna have to modify it ever so slightly so that it is tattooable, because
Right.
You know, things will like expand or whatever.
Mhm.
And where I wanted to put it, they had to extend it ever so slightly.
That's a good thing that they're coming in and trying to give you realistic expectations.
Yeah, and they hardly changed it. It looked pretty much the exact same design. They just added a couple extra swooshes. Some tattoo artists are really proud, but like you're paying them to think. Yeah. Like it's not like a chef that's trying to make me a crazy thing. Like I literally, it's permanent. I need you to do the exact thing that I tell you to.
Yeah. Again, if they want to take creative liberties, that's fine, but they need to run it by you first and have the right attitude about it. Like, hey, I want to get you something that I think would look good.
Yeah. And please do it within the bounds of what I asked for. If I want a garden gnome mowing the lawn on my ass, then you give that to me. Like,
Right, yeah.
oh, the guy also told me, I don't know if you want tribal, man. You're probably gonna regret it in a few years.
Do you want to do one rumble before we move over?
Yeah, do one rumble. He's like, you're probably gonna regret it in a few years. I'm like, all right, that's my decision to make, man. Like that's, and I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna regret it in a few years. So, give me the product that I asked for. And
Yeah.
guess what? I don't regret it. Like I don't.
I don't think it's too bad for them to like run a bit of caution by some people.
But you're going in to get a tattoo. Like anyone
get
can
it.
regret it in a few years. You know what I mean?
I think there's some people that probably should have been talked out of their tattoos.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that one guy that got Pickle Rick, and then like literally a couple months later, he's getting it laser removed.
Are those people who get a tattoo ahead of the Super Bowl saying like 2018 champs, and then their
Oh
team
my
loses?
Why would you ever do? What makes you that confident? It's so dumb.
But you know, like they did come in and ask for that product. But if an artist if a tattoo artist wants to be like, hey, you sure about this? You could say something like, a lot of people tend to regret this in the future, so I just want to make sure you're good.
I think a tribal tattoo is a bit, much though. Like it's literally a tattoo. Like it's not
Yeah.
like trying to predict the future and then potentially being disappointed on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
There are a lot of like generic. Oh damn!
oh
There are a
yeah,
lot of really shitty generic like tribal armbands that look stupid.
oh yeah, for sure.
But yours is obviously way different than that.
100 way different.
Yeah.
But yeah, Angels. Yeah, if you go into the shop, you're like, here's my general idea, do a thing.
Yeah, if you ask for help, then that's no problem. But you were very specific about what you wanted.
Yeah.
Oh
The-
god, yeah, getting anything on your face, like holy shit. Can you tattoo my eyeball, please? No,
Oh,
the fuck, I
God.
cannot. Get the hell out of my shop right now. Good luck getting a job once you've tattooed your face, by the way.
Get a 69 on my face. Perfect.
Michael!
Okay.
That one comedian that was like, I'm gonna get a tattoo of my face
On my face.
on my face,
Yeah.
but shift it a little bit to the left, and then go stand outside of 3D movies and really fuck with them.
I'll have one of the dangly bits of one of the 9, and make them have that be a penis, and then I'll put the whole of the 6, and have them paint that like a vagina.
I mean, it's a hole. It could be an actual butthole.
It's my tattoo, son, bro. What are you? You're a terrible
Wow.
tattoo artist, son, bro.
Wow.
You're that exact person. No.
I am that guy. I'm gonna go smoke. Wow, we didn't PRB.
I
Should we
haven't.
do that?
I haven't PRB'd in the middle of the last couple streams. I don't know.
Really?
My body, yeah. Like yesterday, I didn't PRB at all during Smash. I was there for like fucking 3
Tell
hours.
me more about your P schedule.
Well, I'm gonna have to look it up on my Outlook calendar. Because I don't have it memorized.
Doesn't sound like you're very serious about your P schedule then.
No, I am. I just don't.
I mean your urinate schedule. Sorry.
I just don't have it memorized, man. Give me a break.
I mean, if you took it seriously, you'd have it memorized, wouldn't you?
No. Do you know how much I try to take processor code names seriously at my work? And pretty much like every single time I have to ask, what the hell is this one, Siler? And it'll be like, it's this. I'm like, how the fuck do you remember all this stuff? Because literally it's like processor code name, PCH code name. Get in there.
Damn.
It's like processor code name, PCH code name, the processor mixed with the PCH's code name. Like, it's all of these things mixed together, and they all have different code names. Oh, it's
I've heard that programmers do a lot of Googling.
yeah. Oh. There was a thing on like programmer humor the other day that was.
Oh Oh, you son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!
Programmer Humor the other day, it had his like tag on his name on the subreddit, and I forget exactly what it said, but it had something to do with Python or whatever, and it was like a Python, probably like a Python kind of like helping website, you know, with like code samples and shit. And they're like, dude, nice,
God, he booted me. I was gonna say.
like nice tag, and he's like, thanks, I stole it myself. I was like, that's pretty good.
Did you see that one on Programmer Humor where she was like showing off like her code being all pretty because it was like purple and shit? She posted it when talking about like the colors, and then just all the responses were people critiquing the code she posted. She's like, "Holy fuck! Stop critiquing it. It's not even like." Oh my god! What a shot!
But yeah, like they'll be like, yeah, so this has a Skylake CPU architecture, and it's got a like Lewisburg or whatever PCH. And you're like, yeah, what's the code name? And they're like, Skylake. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, it goes with the CPU. They're like, this one has a Skylake architecture and a Skylake PCH. I'm like, okay, there's a Skylake PCH now. What's the code name? They're like Cabby Lake, and you're like, what? I'm like, okay, is it under the Skylake family? No, it's Pearly. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, none of it makes any sense. None of that was like true or anything, but those actual code names. But,
Right.
like,
It was hypothetical there. Whoopsies. It's a good thing that like none of that's important for you to actually be good at coding. Like memorization isn't important.
yeah.
There's not a lot of like time sensitive programming. Like you've only got 30 seconds. Quick.
Go! There kind of is a little bit if stuff gets fucked up, right?
Yeah, I guess if you're
Like if there's like an
if
MRI
you're
bug.
cramming.
If there's an MRI bug, and a programmer probably needs to fix that real
Yeah.
quick.
Oh my god, it's a slaughter.
What's RNG stand for, son, bro?
Radioactive nuclear gank. I don't remember what Angel gave. No, don't forfeit. We were kicking ass. Slaughter 7-3.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
With programming too. Oh, the one guy asked me the other day a programming question. The guy that, like, Zach's friend who was struggling with programming. He randomly sent me a message the other day going, "What's the hardest thing you've ever encountered in your workplace for programming?" And I was gonna send him a message, but I forgot. So he probably sent it to me, and I didn't respond anymore. And he's like, "Oh." But I was just gonna tell him, like, not much, man. Just be like, Batch is a terrible language and isn't really programming, it's scripting, but it's still terrible, and I hate it. That was my toughest challenge. But I am programming a new thing now, which is fun. A new thing that will install some firmware and making it all fancy. So, yeah. Anyway,
Let's wrap it up.
it's time to BRB for me to do a PRB.
Let's wrap it up. Oh, how good was that?
You can make a program in C that says "Hello World." Nice, Barry.
I've heard that's like the culmination of all your programming vast knowledge. That like only the experts can do that.
Yeah. You
You know,
got
like once you've done that, you've made it. You know.
you do your nice pound include, and then you put your quotation marks, and you put stdio.h in there, and then you do an int main, and then you do a print f, and then open parentheses, quote, hello world, end quote, end parentheses, semicolon, return 0, and semicolon, and then you're done. Oh yeah, and then
Years. Takes years to get that
years.
far.
You don't really understand it until. Okay, yeah, I'm actually gonna
You pervert.
You should do more programming though, Barry. Programming is fun.